The moment in your life when it's time to awaken. You stumbled upon the cottage, no mistaken, divinely orchestrated. Meet Auntie Karen, who knows where you've been searching for that clarity in this moment in life. When you're feeling so alone, Karen's Cottage is here to be a second home. We all have a common bond. Auntie Karen, the responsibility she's been given, that's what comes with psychic ability. You have to deliver in truth and humility. She's tapped into the divine. She knows that every person is here by universal design. When you hear that southern accent as she says, come on in, she's ready to begin. The duality of the Gemini personality is absolutely a reality. Don't let the sparkle in her eyes be misleading. That she will spring into action if you want a reaction. Not even a fraction of what she's got to unleash. Suggest you respect with the rest. This is her space. Don't forget about her twin who's not afraid to catch a case. If you get in her face, this is the cottage, come on in. Now your journey can begin here at the cottage, come on in. Welcome to the cottage, welcome to the cottage. Come on in as your journey begins. Journey begins. Come on in. She's ready.
Hey y'all, what's up? Hello everybody. Welcome to mini readings. How's everybody doing tonight? It's still Sunday fun day here at the cottage. Hope you guys are doing good. We're going to clear some energy in a minute and get started. We may have a short night. We got a short list, so oh well. We will see. We may just make this a chat session, but we will see. We will definitely find out. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. Anybody out there? I feel like I might be talking to myself. All right, let's pull the readings up that we've got scheduled. We've got M, Taylor, and Anastasia so far. Well, hey, Tay, what's up with you? How you doing, love bug? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Let's clear some energy. Let's get the sound bowl and clear some energy. Here we go. All right. You're doing good, Tay? I'm doing good too. Miss CJ in the house. How you doing, beautiful? Good to see you. Good to see you. Is M here? This is RK. I know, I love that bowl too, right? I do. I love sound bowls. Where is RK? Has RK made it yet? I don't think RK is here, but we'll get just a minute. We'll give it a couple of minutes and then I'll start reading. I'll read for RK. That's M and RK. That's one and the same. Anyway, I like that bowl too. CJ, how you been? Well, hey, Steph, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Steph. I hope you're doing good. Steph, I need to email you because I was going to go ahead and just tentatively, let me look in while you're there. I think I wrote down, I tentatively penciled you in on the first Tuesday in November, which is, you're ignoring people, which is the 4th for our 6th of our series on November 4th. We got one more on the 21st. I know we talked about that. We didn't talk about the last one, but I tentatively penciled you in on the 4th, but it doesn't have to be then, but I just penciled you in then, but we can change it if you want to, for sure. Well, you know, we work around it. It's fine. You have your good and your bad days, but you're determined. I'm proud of you, CJ. It's not an easy journey, CJ, to be on that deep shadow work, that deep dive, but I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for that. Okay, good deal. Uh, but CJ, it's not easy, but I'm proud of you. You got this. You got this. You got this. I hope that you'll start to have some good days, more good days, hopefully. Hopefully. But anyway, I don't think RK is here, but we're going to go ahead and I'll go ahead and do Green Eyed Devil. What's up? What's guest house? What? I'm confused. Hey, guest house. Baxter, go lay down. Yeah, the party has started now that Green Eye. Mini reads. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and read for M. Let me go ahead and timestamp for M, and we'll get started. This is RK. So the Cancer man, she says, did apologize to me, but I want to know his current feelings and thoughts for me. Second question. If there's a third party he's involved with, she wants to know about that too. All right, so let's see what's up. Give me the Cancer toward RK. Give me the Cancer toward M. Give me the Cancer toward M, RK. Give me the Cancer toward M. Give me the Cancer. Current feelings of this Cancer man toward M. Current energies of this Cancer man toward M. Give me the current feelings of this Cancer man toward M, please. Give me this, the current feelings of the Cancer man toward M. Give me the current feelings of this Cancer man toward M. So I have the King of Pentacles, Five of Cups in the reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse. So I think the Cancer man has some attachment here with the King of Pentacles, some investment. Five of Cups in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse. Cancer man really wants to move past the problem times between you two. All right. He does want to work things out. He's in this energy of being stable and being down for you. And really, there's some pretty strong intentions here. Pretty strong intentions here with the Magician and the Hierophant. Some pretty strong intentions. He wants to work things out with the Six of Swords here in the reverse. Let me get anything more specifically on the feelings of this Cancer man. Toward RK, please. A little bit more on that. Give me more on that, please. This Cancer man. Knight of Wands in reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse. Hey, man. I think this Cancer man may actually, I think the intentions are there, RK, but I'm not sure he's actually going to have good follow through about, yeah, he's not. Two of Cups in reverse. I don't think you guys are going to end up, you guys may reconcile, but I don't think you guys are going to end up staying together. And I don't know. I think it could be that he's not as invested as he thinks he is, or his love may not be as lasting as yours. It's not. He's going to be more fleeting on this, RK. So I'm predicting a lack of, yeah, it's going to stall out. The Chariot in reverse, the Cancer's just not here to the degree that you would like to see, RK. That's what I got, love. I mean, I'm still getting that. I think the intentions are here, but I kind of also am picking up that there's a possibility that whatever happened before, yeah, see, there's a lack of stability when it comes to follow through. I think whatever happened before might happen again. I do have the Three of Cups in the reverse, which could speak to third party. I will read for that specifically. But what that's telling me is that you guys are not on the same page, and there are problems in the two of you being aligned, wanting the same thing. But I feel like one of you is much more invested than the other one. All right. That's what I got. All right, let's see. Let's see, RK, about whether there is a third party that he is involved in with. Let's see. Is there a third party? Is he dealing with anyone else? Is this person dealing with anyone else? Is there a third party? Is this Cancer man dealing with anyone else? Is this Cancer man dealing with anyone else? Is this Cancer man dealing with anyone else? Is there a third party? Is there a third party? Is there a third party? I don't think there's a third party. I don't think there's a third party. I think the reason I pulled that Three of Cups in the reverse a lot earlier is that there's not a lasting reunion. I think that's why that was there. I don't see a third party per se. All right. I just don't. I see him offering a reconciliation, but then I see him going back to some old ways. I keep getting that. But as far as third party, I don't believe so. I really don't believe so. All right. That's what I got for him. I agree with you, Green Eye Devil. CJ is a woman of character to take that deep dive of doing the inner work. That's not easy. That is definitely not easy. But I tell you what, it's the game changer. All right, Taylor's up next. All right, Taylor, let me timestamp for you. There she is. Hey, love bug. All right, Miss Taylor. New developments. Okay. I'm here for it. Okay. 1, how is the Aries currently feeling about us working things out? Small communications so far. Okay. Next advice. What's next and the advice? Great questions. Great questions, Miss Taylor. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with this Aries. Let's see what's going on. Remind me, I know you've told me this before, Tay. Remind me your zodiac sign. I know you're dealing with an Aries, but remind me your zodiac sign. I can't keep everybody's zodiac sign straight. Anyway, but let's check on the Aries for you. I remember now. That is so funny. Taylor, what's crazy is you're both Gemini moons. I bet y'all both are funny. I mean, like hilarious funny. I like lately I'm surrounded by people with Aquarius placements. What's up with that? Like, I swear, and it's correct. I love Aquarius people. I do. I love the energy, but like, I have never been so closely surrounded by so many Aquarians. I love it, but like, I just think it's funny. Anyway, I thought I would mention that. All right, let's see how this Aquarius feel, or this Aries feels about you and working things out. Let's see what's up. Give me this Aries toward Tay, the Aquarius, and specifically how the Aries feels about working through things. How does this Aries feel about working through things? How does this Aries feel about working through things? Steph, you crack me the hell up. Give me the Aries. How is this Aries feeling? How is this Aries feeling? Stability is on the Aries mind. He's thinking of an offer. He wants to be stable. He sees a long-term connection. I've got the Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, the Sun card here. I mean, wow, that flew out. The three of those flew out, Tay. But let's get more. Let's get more on it, Tay. Let's get more. I know, right? Hey, Anastasia. How are you? Give me this Aries toward Tay, the Aquarius. Unfinished business. Wanting to work things out. Death reversed. Knight of Pentacles. Again, we have a stability as far as movement. Wanting to work things out, definitely wanting things to be stable. The Aries is a little bit up in their head. There's some fear here. Why is that? Why are there fears here? I just think what it is I think what I'm picking up from this Aries is he just doesn't want. I saw that come through, Sean. Thank you for that. We will put you'll be after Anastasia, Sean. But anyway, what I'm picking up is that the Aries just doesn't want a repeat of past issues, if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. The Aries is not afraid of stability. I mean, I'm not afraid of commitment. I can tell you that. I don't think that's the issue here. I think the Aries just wants to make darn sure things are stable. All right. That's what's up. If that makes sense. And I do see this Aries possibly with all those pentacles coming out. Tay, I think there's a good possibility. Okay, I gotcha. I think there's also a possibility that the Aries, I wouldn't be surprised to see this Aries go a little bit slow because this Aries has it in their brain, slow and steady wins the race. So, but I don't get not at all. There's a lot of potential. He sees it. He sees a lot of potential here. He's ready to move forward. But yeah, just, wanting stability. He definitely wants to work things out. Absolutely. So I like that energy so far. I like that energy so far, Tay. Let's read your second question, Tay. What's next? And advice about the connection. All right, let's see what we can find out for you. I love the Virgin Islands, y'all. I haven't been there in a long time. What can I tell Tay as far as what she can expect next out of this connection between her and, hey, Cola, between her and this Aries? What's next in this connection between Tay, the Aquarius, and the Aries? Give me the joint energies going forward. I was thinking about you the other day, Cola. What's next between these two? What's next between these two? The Aries and Tay, the Aquarius. Okay. What's next for these two? What's next for these two? What's next for these two, please? I think so, Cola. What's next? What's next for these two? Tay, the Aquarius, and the Aries. What's next? Joint energies going forward, please. Joint energies going forward. You know what's crazy? Why did that come out in the reverse? There's going to be a delay in an offer, but I don't think it's a permanent delay. It's just a delay. He's not going anywhere. All right. I'm getting that. He's sticking around here, or it may be what may happen. Give me another. Okay. Here's what I think you can expect. One of two things is how this is going to go, Tay. One, there will be a bit of a delay in things kicking off between you two, okay? Or it could just be a little bit rocky in that you guys go back and forth about what you want or how to work things out. I think there's issues that you are going to see. There's bridges you've got to cross before an official reconciliation comes. I see the reconciliation here and I see you guys being together, but I just see things being at a delay for a bit. Okay. If that makes sense. I don't know if that does make sense. I feel like you guys are going to end up together. All right. And I don't think he's going anywhere. Okay. I just think, and it could just be that you guys are just making damn sure. And then look on the bottom of the deck, there's that Ace of Pentacles. So it's a slow offer to come about, but it is stable. Okay. And the one thing about this Ace of Pentacles, and that's the second time we've seen this come out in this vibe with you two, or, specifically with the Aries toward you. The thing about that's different about all the aces are good, but the Ace of Pentacles is the only ace that actually speaks to the potential for something being stable and long-term. It is more divine timing-ish, but it is the only ace that speaks to a possible lasting future. I know, I was thinking the same thing. Why is this Aries so slow? Where's the Taurus in his chart? Sorry, but yeah, I think it's here. I think there's just a lot that you guys are going to be working through of making sure you want the same thing, you're on the same page, you have the same expectations, if that makes sense. That's what I get. Let's get you some advice. Let's get you some advice. What was the advice for Taylor, please? What was the advice for Tay? What was the advice for Tay, please? Is there anything that I can tell her? I mean, you know, Tay, I'm going to tell you to stay on top of your meditation and shadow work. That's a given. But I'm going to see if there's anything specific outside of that that comes out from the cards as far as advice. Definitely focus on you. Your own self-improvement is going to be key in this thing. Ah, that's funny. Is there any other advice for Tay? Any other advice for Tay, please? Okay, that's funny. That's the second time that has come out. The strength in reverse. That is speaking to, and the wheel, I was like, okay, what is that telling me that she's not ready? And sure enough, the Wheel of Fortune came out right behind it in the reverse. And that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. In fact, as a reassurance, once again, we have a reconciliation as the outcome. It's a timing issue. And what this is saying is this: one or both of you, I think you both want this, okay? But one or both of you has got some work to do because you're not in a place yet, okay? And this is going to take both time and work, okay? So this is really driving home the point of you guys needing to work through some shadow work. Your energetic vibration with the Strength card in reverse is, for lack of a better word, I'm looking for a good word, Tay, compromised. It's not where it needs to be, okay? And that's probably true on both sides, okay? So, and that's not a bad thing, but it just speaks to there needing to be some work done internally before you guys, actually take the full step. And, I'm encouraged for this because of what you said about how it's preliminary. You didn't use that word, but that's essentially what you were saying, is that, small communication so far, right? And so all that's saying is, and I know it's hard because I'm just, I'm impatient too. I get it. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of potential with you in the Aries, and it could easily be screwed up if you guys get ahead of yourself, right? And so I truly do feel like that it's here, but I think it's telling you got to get yourself energetically in a little bit better place. Okay. So I hope that helps you. That's what I got. And I need to catch up the list. But Tay, let me know if that gave you all of that, if I gave you what you were looking for, my love. And then I'm going to update the list. We've got Arshawn, then we've got Koa, and then we've got Xavier. Okay, good. And thank you. Thank you. Let me update the list real quick. Sweet dreams, Steph. I hope you have an amazing week. Why did it put I don't know why it put those little brackets there, but it did. But okay, that's my list. Anyway, all right, Anastasia is up next. Emma. Oh, I forgot to timestamp for Anastasia. Let me timestamp for Anastasia. All right, here we go. Talk to me, AK. Okay. All right. Let's see what's it. Emma, Pisces Sun, Libra Moon, Gemini Rising. And talking and spending time together with friends and alone. Dig deep. Thoughts, feelings, etc. I sure will. You know what, Anastasia? I could see you guys with her placements, and I know that this is just, a small part of the chart, but with her placements, I could see you guys vibing because you're a Cancer, but you've got a lot of air influences, and you've got a lot in your chart that's Aquarian and Scorpionic, the best I remember, uh, Anastasia. So I could totally see you two vibing. I could totally see it. Let's see what we can find out about Emma towards you. Give me Emma toward Anastasia. Give me Emma toward Anastasia. I bet with that Pisces Gemini thing going on, even Libra, I bet she's got a good sense of humor. Give me Emma toward Anastasia. Give me Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia the Cancer. Give me Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia the Cancer. Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia the Cancer. Give me Emma toward Anastasia. That is so nice, Anastasia. I like that. I like her already. Give me Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia. Give me Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia. The Star. That's a nice card. Oh, oh, oh. Four of Cups. Girl. Four of Cups in reverse is in this case, you have to take it in context. In this case, it's like, I don't want to let her go. I don't want to blow this. I don't want to blow this. I see a future here. The Star card. I could build with this person. I could even see myself marrying her with the Hierophant. I could see myself in a long-term connection with this girl. It makes me think that she feels this spiritual vibe with you, with the Star card, which is kind of cool. Let me get a little more on that. Even the Hierophant could speak to that, but especially the Star card. Let me get a little more. Let's dig deep. You know, what I feel like with the Star is that, oh, really? Connect on a deep emotional level too. I mean, what I see with this, what I see a lot of times when I say that with the Star and I'm pulling for, especially something that's kind of like a fairly new connection like this, it's like we want the same things. We have common goals. We can work on this. We can follow the Star and get to the sun. That's kind of how I see the Star in this context, if that makes sense. I love this for you, Anastasia. I could totally see you vibing with this girl on based on her placements. She probably likes your cheeky sense of humor too. I would imagine. Anastasia, do I even need to go there? She's very attracted to you. She's very attracted to you. Woo! Nobody like you, Anastasia. Nobody like you has crossed her path before. That's what she's telling me. Anastasia. 4 of Wands. Oh my God. That's the 11-11 relationship card. Anastasia, I'm going to tell you, I don't want to keep pulling because it's just the cards keep saying this is it. I don't want to keep pulling because it's like at some point the cards are just going to be like, I done told you this. Anastasia, this is crazy good. This is crazy good. She feels so good about this. She really is. She finds you exciting, not just sexually, but that too. She finds you calming, if that makes sense. I'm also getting that. All right, give me her feelings. Is she in love? She could be. If not, she's on her way. She's very optimistic. They would be a fun couple to double date with, Green-Eyed Devil. I agree. I love that. You bring her out of her shell, if that makes sense. She feels like she can be herself with you. She's open with you. She feels an openness. She can see herself with you. She really can. I love this. I love this, Anastasia. I could see the banter between you two being just delectable, right? But like you're talking about the good sparring rhythm, yeah. But I bet she is very deep. I bet talking to her is very interesting. I mean, I bet she's fascinating to talk to as well with that Pisces Sun, Gemini Moon. I would be here for it. Right, Green-Eyed Devil. Libra. Oh, she's the Gemini rising. Oh, she's a chatty Cathy. She's a Gemini rising. She's a chatty Cathy. As a Libra moon, especially with a Pisces placement, things that she would have probably had to learn about relationships are going to be about boundaries and codependency and losing her identity in relationships. That would be her things that she would have probably had to overcome with those placements. See if that makes sense to you, Anastasia. We all have them. We all have them. But I think those are the challenges with those placements. Maybe even indecision a little bit with the Libra moon, possibly indecision. And Gemini rising. Yeah. We've talked about that. Good. I would say, Anastasia, with your placements, because you've got the Cancer Sun, that Aquarian energy helps you a lot. But I still would say you probably have had some similar lessons with the Cancerian placement. Yeah, not speaking up when she should. Right. Green-Eyed Devil is, especially with the Libra moon and Pisces. And yeah, I would say not speaking up for herself, not advocating for herself would be one of the challenges that she would have. I'm glad. I mean, we all have those lessons that we have to learn. And there's other stuff that'll be in her chart, that would, speak to all that as well. But at any rate, having an awareness of those things gives her a really nice maturity, in my opinion. Green-eyed devil, Anastasia also has a lot of scorpionic energy in her chart as well. I don't remember the exact placements, but I remember the energies. I do remember that. I think your sun is in the 11th house, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where you get the Aquarian energy. I've learned to allow space within a relationship. Yes, I think that's good. That's healthy. That's healthy. But in dealing with Anastasia over the time that I've known her, if I just were to guess her sign without knowing anything about her, Anastasia comes off very scorpionic with a little bit of Aquarius. Yes, she's very aloof on the surface. Yes, but she feels very deeply. Yes, very, very deeply. But you don't get that because on the surface, she comes off very aloof, very Aquarian, very scorpionic, because even Scorpios can come off aloof. She does come off, just impression wise, but when you get to know her, that Cancer energy is definitely there. So yeah. Very intuitive, very intuitive. I hope that helps you, Anastasia. I love that for you. I'm excited for you. I really am. I think it's going to be interesting to keep up with this. You better let us know how this goes with you and Emma. I love this for you. We know. We know. We know you got your secrets. Hey, Cola. Okay, we got Arshawn next. Got Arshawn next. And then Cola, you're after Arshawn. All right, so Arshawn, let me timestamp for Arshawn real quick. Oh, Anastasia, I love that for you. I love that for you. All right, so Sean is an Aquarius. Here's another Aquarius. My God, I'm surrounded by Aquarius people. All right. I love it, though. Good thing I love Aquarians, right? My name is Arshawn, Aquarius. Does James, the Aries, want to be in a relationship with me in the near future? How does he feel about me now? Let's see what we can find out, Sean. Let's see. I might reverse your questions and get his feelings now and then look at the future as the second question. Is that okay, Sean? If I switch the order? Okay, good. All right. Let's look at James the Aries towards Arshawn the Aquarius. James the Aries towards Arshawn the Aquarius. James the Aries toward Arshawn the Aquarius. Give me the Aries feelings towards Arshawn the Aquarius right now. Current feelings, current energies. Aries towards Arshawn the Aquarius. Aries towards Arshawn the Aquarius, please. Aries towards Arshawn the Aquarius, please. Give me this Aries towards Arshawn. Give me the Aries towards Arshawn. Give me the Aries towards Arshan, the Aquarius, please. Give me the current feelings of this Aries toward Arshan. Yeah, there we go. Give me the Aries towards Arshan, the Aquarius. Ace of Cups. Star reversed. Chariot in the upright. The Aries wants something with you. I don't understand why the Star is in reverse. Magician in the reverse. Okay. So I think the Aries intentions are here. Okay. Here's the issue. Okay. I think the Aries is very much desiring something with you. I think the desire is there. I think the intent is there. I think there are blockages. And I have the Two of Swords, the Seven of Wands, Magician in reverse, clarifying that Star reversed. And I think the Aries may have some fears around this thing. I don't know what those fears are. I think there is an intent and a desire to move forward with you, but I think the Aries may be a little bit fearful, avoidant. It's emotional vulnerability. That's the issue with this Aries. So here's the thing. The Aries, I do think the Aries can see themselves with you. Okay. Aries enjoys your company. But the issue is this. I think Aries has fear of emotional vulnerability, may have fear of being in a relationship. That may be what it is. I'm kind of getting an independence about this Aries as well, that comes off even with that Seven of Wands as a bit of an avoidant. Two of Swords here. There's, and that avoidant energy may cause this, that may be something that would actually cause problems between you two going forward. All right. I think the intent is here to move forward. Give me the Chariot, Knight of Swords in reverse, Death card. I'll be honest with you. I think this Aries is going to end up changing their mind. I think they have intention of moving forward, but I think they're going to end up pushing you away. I don't think that's what they want. I don't think this Aries is a bad person. I'm going to tell you that right now, Sean. I don't think this Aries is a bad person. I think this Aries has fears of emotional vulnerability that manifest as a runner or somebody who might push you away. I see you and Aries actually working things out and being on the same page, wanting the same things, but then ultimately there's this issue around that very thing. And I think I will say this. Avoidant energy is difficult, but not impossible to work around and heal. There has to be an awareness of that, not on your part, on the Aries part. And the Aries also has to realize and have the desire to want to fix it. It's not an easy fix, but it can be done. I really, in your case, Sean, there's so much potential here for this to go either way. I think this Aries is going to have a tendency to push you away. But I feel like it could go back and forth. I feel like this Aries maybe could come in and out, in and out. I think the Aries wants something, but I think at the same time, they might have that problem of pushing you away. Yeah, you can't chase and avoid it. That'll run them off. That's exactly right. That's the worst thing you can do. let me look at let me remind myself of your other question. I think it was, does James want to be in a relationship with me in the near future? I think the desire is definitely there. I'm going to see how this is going to go. Okay. I'll be honest, on the feelings, I think he goes back and forth. I think he wants to, but then I think he gets afraid. So I think he definitely is wanting to build with you with something, but I think he's got fears. How will this go between these two? Hey, Susie. How will this go between these two? How will this go between these two? How do we see the future between these two? How do we see the future between these two? How do we see the future? How do we see the future? How do we see the future going forward? Do we see a relationship with these two? Do we see this thing settling down or not? Do we see this thing settling down into a relationship that's stable or not? Give me 3 cards. Oh, really, Sean? Okay. Page of Cups in the reverse. There's that emotional vulnerability. Knight of Pentacles, 9 of Swords in the reverse. I see movement, but ultimately I don't see it gelling. I don't know. I mean, I don't see it gelling. There's a desire. Okay, here's what I see. Here's what I see. Or Sean, here's what I see. I think there's a good chance that you guys are going to be in a relationship. And I think ultimately what's going to happen is this Aries is going to end up sabotaging it. That's what I see. I've got that sabotage card yet again with the Magician card here in the reverse. I think this Aries, I'm going to tell you with this 9 of Swords in reverse, I think this Aries has abandonment issues that are abandonment wounds that are repressed and unhealed in the shadow self. And that's what's driving this. All right. That's why it's in the reverse, is because this is repressed. It's a wound, and emotional vulnerability triggers that wound. And the Aries does whatever they need to do to get away from they don't want to feel that. They don't want to feel that wound. So they run from it, and they run from anything that will trigger that pain. And the best thing that Aries could do would be to face that, look at it in the mirror, do some shadow work and that sort of thing. All right. That's what I got. That's what I got, Sean. I think that's ultimately, I don't think this Aries is a bad person. Do I dislike the Aries? I don't. Do I think the Aries is emotionally immature? Yes. I think the Aries doesn't want to be emotionally immature. I don't think they're a bad person. I just think that they've got some work they need to do. And I think that's just what it boils down to. And I think until the Aries does that work, he's going to he's going to have challenges, not just with you, but in relationships in general. You know, sometimes, Sean, here's what's crazy about runners and avoidance. That's kind of the same thing. Actually, that's not true, Aries girl on fire. You can give them all the reassurance in the world, and it's not going to fix things. It's a Band-Aid. The reassurance will fix it, but very temporarily, and it'll come right back. The best thing you can do is realize the reassurance has to come from within the person. That's why it's just fleeting whenever you give outside reassurance, right? So I kind of disagree with you on that, Aries girl on fire. All right. That's actually kind of, here's the thing. Look, I'm gonna put this like it really is. Okay. Giving an avoidant reassurance is like giving a heroin addict a fix because they are having withdrawals. It'll temporarily solve the problem because they won't be dope sick, but very temporarily, and it's really not fixing it. So that's the same thing, all right? So you're kind of feeding into the issue. That's something that has to be fixed on the inside. You're welcome, Sean. All right, Miss Cola. Miss Cola, did you email me your questions or do you want? She did. She did. Okay, I got you, Cola. You're welcome, Sean. I hope that helped you, love. I hope that helped you. Yeah. And I heard you say that earlier. You felt like it was your reading, even though it wasn't for you. It's not an uncommon thing. Avoidant energy, anxious attachment, anxious and avoidant they're two sides of the same coin. More often than not, it centers on abandonment wounds, and you'll get avoidance that'll push people away, and you'll get anxious people that'll just cling on to people, and it comes from the same wound, but it just manifests differently. Yes, it's very common. And for what it's worth, Aries Girl on Fire, back in the day, I would classify myself as an anxious attachment style, and then the pendulum went the other way to avoidant. And now I kind of like to think I'm in the middle, right? And that can happen. All right, Miss Cola, we're going to look at the Sagittarius. Let me timestamp for Miss Cola. Yeah, green-eyed devil. Yeah. And, I actually have a video on my Phoenix Rising tier on FamJam, or not on FamJam, on Patreon. I have a video about the runner chaser, and I explain why the chaser is actually also running. That's a good video. Oh, okay, Cola. I got you, love. All right, Miss Cola, let's timestamp for you. All right. Yeah, it's a good video, and it's not that long either. Oh. Let me go to your email. Okay, so the Sagittarius is feelings and intentions toward Cola the Virgo. Is it Nadu? I hope I'm saying that right, Cola. Give me, Nadu, the Sagittarius's feelings and intentions toward Cola. Okay, good. Nadu, the Sagittarius's feelings and intentions toward Cola the Virgo. Nadu, the Sagittarius's feelings and intentions toward Cola the Virgo. Give me, Nadu, the Sagittarius's feelings and intentions toward Cola the Virgo. I just realized I took the list down. I don't know why I did that. Well, crap. Hang on a minute, Cola. All right, here we go. They do the Sagittarius toward Cola, the Virgo. So why is the Star in reverse? Knight of Wands is here in the upright. King of Wands. So there's a lot of attraction here. I've got to figure out why the Star is in reverse. There's definitely a lot of passion, a lot of electricity, a lot of chemistry, and a lot of sexual energy here, for sure. Why is the Star in reverse? Two of Cups in the reverse. Lovers in the upright. What in the hell? Page of Wands. He feels a deep connection to you, Cola. For some reason, he doesn't see himself in a long-term relationship with you. Five of Wands. Too much competition. And yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said that about being out of his league. Five of Wands, Four of Cups. He's afraid you would lose interest. Thank you, RK. He's afraid you would lose interest. He feels like you have a lot of options and people fighting for your attention. He feels very drawn to you, very connected to you, very attracted to you, but he's got these thoughts that you would not feel the same way, right? That's what I'm getting. Hey, Christian Lynn. So, you know, there's definitely a lot of interest and intrigue. Even the Page of Swords can speak to somebody interested in trying to get to know more about you. I think he struggles to open up to you as well, Cola. You know, here's what I think, Cola. I get that. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You got to remember, Cola, that we choose people from our subconscious. And it is, you are subconsciously choosing people that have a similar characteristic. So it's good that you see that. It's good that you see that, right? And I get that he's great. I get that he's great on paper and otherwise, but he feels like he's out of your league, or yeah, you're out of his league. You know what I'm saying, right? And that's a common characteristic of the guys that you're choosing. Now, this is good. It's not good that you're choosing those. Oh, here goes the balloons. It's not good that you're choosing those people, but it's good that you are going to be able to see a repeating pattern, because that is step one to solving the problem. That is step one to solving the problem. So you've got to go down deep and figure out what it is within you that is causing you to subconsciously choose people with this characteristic. This is trying to show you something about yourself. There is something here that you got to process through. All right. And it may have to do with your own self-esteem. You may have a self-esteem issue, Cola, where you feel the need to I'll let you rewind. You may have a subconscious need to where you feel the need to be around people who look up to you and feel like you're better than them. Yes, we can do that. We can definitely do that. But the fact that you see a repeating pattern here is gonna be step one in you seeing the commonality there so that you can identify the problem. Right. I hope that helps, Cola. Let's look at Daniel. Hey, Carissa, how you doing? Let's get an update on Daniel the Cancer toward Cola the Virgo. Give me an update on Daniel the Cancer toward Cola the Virgo. I mean, Cola, you got to look at it. You're choosing men that have issues around self-confidence. That's the commonality, right? Because a self-assured man is going to be fine with a woman that's a doctor. And I know that because I know that my future son-in-law, who's been with my daughter, who's on the track to be an MD, is completely fine. But he's solid in his own. He's not insecure within himself. And you're subconsciously choosing people that are insecure within themselves, if that makes sense. But let's look at Daniel. Let's look at Daniel the Cancer and get an update on him for Cola. Give me Daniel the Cancer toward 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 Cola. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Six of Cups in the reverse. I think the desire to work on things is here, but there's not a stability and a follow through on this thing due to baggage. Due to baggage. Give me the Six of Cups here in the reverse. That's usually about baggage, the Six of Cups in reverse, or grudges, or just focused on something that happened in the past that was not pleasant. Seven of Wands, closed off, Temperance in the reverse, unhealed wounds. Walls. Unhealed wounds. Four of Cups. Cola, you're a reader. I know you know what these cards mean. You know what I get for Daniel, Cola? With that Eight of Pentacles being in the upright, I think that he wishes he had it in him. I really do. I think he's trying so hard to move forward past this thing in his past, and he's just struggling to. He's just not able to. And I almost feel like with that Four of Cups here and that Seven of Wands, Cola, what that makes me think is that it's almost where he feels like he just can't love again, like he's just jaded. I think he would love to feel differently, but he just feels very jaded. And I don't think that's towards you. I think that's just in general. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles in the upright. I mean, I see him possibly moving towards you, but I see him struggling to be fully open and vulnerable with you. That's what I got. That's what I got. Unfortunately. That's what I got. Let me update the list again. Give me just a minute, y'all. I'll be right back. Like, give me 2 minutes and I'll be right back. And then we're going to read for Xavier. All right. All right. Hey, Cola. Okay. I had taken a quick break. But that's kind of what I got. I hope that gave you some clarity, Miss Cola. And we're going to read for Xavier next. All right. Xavier, this is Aries Beauty. You're fine, Cola. Hey, Aries Beauty. So let's review. Hey, Tay. You did? Let me see. You sure did, Tay. I got it. You sure did. You sent me two questions, money for two questions. You're absolutely right. Let me put you up here on the, my bad. My bad. Actually, I think you are before Panjiri. There we go. Well, thank you, Aries Girl on Fire. That is so sweet. That makes my day. Thank you for that. About to get me up in my fields. All right. Let's go to Xavier. Aries Beauty. Aries Beauty in the house. All right. So Xavier is my current connections didn't follow through. Is there any new love coming my way? And messages I need to know right now. Let's see, Ms. Xavier. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up, Aries Beauty. Is there anything coming toward Aries Beauty in love? Is there anything in the energy of Aries Beauty toward love, in love? Possibly. It could be an earth sign or a business person. Let's see. Do I see anything coming toward Aries Beauty in love? What do I see in love coming toward Aries Beauty? Why are they? Yes, but things look like I see people flirting with you. I see there being interest in you, Aries Beauty. But I kind of think it looks, why is this? You're in a repeating pattern of some sort, Aries Beauty. Here's the thing, Aries Beauty, I don't think you have trouble attracting interest. That's not the issue. But there's some kind of repeating pattern here where I don't know if it's that you're attracting people and you're like, you don't like who you're attracting, or they don't work out, or you're attracting the same kind of people. I kind of feel like you might be having that issue. Let me know if that makes sense to you, Aries Beauty. I think people find you attractive with the Page of Wands here. But I think for some reason, the people that you find yourself around, thank you, Cola. Thank you, Love Bug. That's true, Cola. That's true. Let me know, Aries Beauty, if this makes sense to you, what I'm saying. And if it does, we're going to dig into this a little bit. Because I think you attract people. I think people see you and they're attracted to you. And I see people moving towards you. But for some reason or another, either they walk away or you do. And I'm not sure who it is. We'll find out. She was here. She was here. What's the issue? What's the issue here? What's the issue? What's the issue around romance? What's the issue? Tell me what Aries Beauty needs to know. What's the issue here? What are we seeing here? What are we seeing here? As dry as the Sahara Desert. It's crazy. I see people coming towards you, but I don't see them sticking around. What happens? I see you having a couple of people come towards you and them not working out for some reason or another. Sunflows, how you been? Okay, I do. I keep going back to this. I see a lot of people around you, Aries Beauty, but I don't see any good ones. All right. Hey, Panjari. What does she need to know about all this? What does Aries Beauty need to know about all this? What does she need to know? What does she need to know? Give me some advice for her. Give me some advice for Aries Beauty. Give me some advice for Aries Beauty. Give me advice for Aries Beauty. What does she need to do differently? What does she need to know? We want a different outcome, so we got to do something different, right? Yeah, see, yeah, that's what I saw, duds. What does she need to know? Give me some advice for Aries Beauty. Give me some advice for Aries Beauty. How does she disrupt this energy? How does she change the energy? Okay. This is the thing. Aries Beauty. I think you're trying too hard. I think you have a lot to offer. I think you've got to get back to a place where you realize that somebody's lucky to have you. All right. First of all, and this is not going to probably make a lot of sense to you, but I'm going to take this all the way home. So just hear me out. You need to give up. You need to give up. That's what's wrong. Giving up is magical in manifesting whatever it is we're trying to manifest. Because when we give up, we literally surrender to the universe, number one. Number two, when we give up, then we start focusing on ourselves, our goals, our dreams, our friends. We do what we want to do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we pull our energy back. When we pull our energy back, that creates a vacuum and it pulls energy toward us. So I think what happens is I think people show interest in you. And I think then you're in this energy of, oh, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. And you start, maybe hyperfixating on it energetically. I want to recommend a channel to you, and I want you to go binge on this guy's content. He knows what the hell he's talking about. He's not a tarot reader. Yeah, you can't go looking for an organic connection. But I want you, he's got like over 1 million. I send people to him all the time. He's got like over 1 million subscribers, and he understands energy behavior, particularly in romance and relationship dynamics. But his understanding of energy can carry over to other things outside of romance. It can carry over to friendships, money manifestation, etc. But you literally, you're no longer focused on it. You set your intention based on what you know you're worth, and then you forget about it. You're like, I'm not going to be in a relationship unless this, and this. Okay. Yes, I didn't know he was on Facebook. I follow him here on YouTube. Wow, Sunflows, thank you for that. Where did I do that? Sunflows, was that over on Patreon where I did the singles on Patreon? I did the singles not too long ago on Patreon. But anyway, what I'm saying is, and he's got a video that he did. I don't know. He's like, all of his videos are going to help you, but he did one, and the name of the video is hold on, let me go look. I think it's something about why giving up is magic, or what the hell ever. I can't remember. Let me see if I can find it. But hold on, let me go to videos. Love will come to you when you give up. That's the name of it. He did that 13 days ago. I stopped chasing validation and love chose me. Let them choose you or not. All of this. Flip the energy, how to go from chasing to attracting. Bring your energy back. Why no agenda makes you attractive. Let them not like you and become free. Here's the other one. Why everything comes to you when you give up. Those I can tell you, this man knows what the hell he's talking about. Yes, it's all about changing the narrative. Yes. This man is genius. And I'm going to tell you, a general reading for love not too long ago, like a week ago, it's just basically saying to stop pleasing others to be accepted. Oh, I remember that. It was when I did that collective Sunflows. I gotcha. Yes, he's very good. Well, that's true. Green-eyed devil. You have more control by not trying to control it. You just let it be. You just let it be. So I think that is going to be helpful for you, Aries Beauty. I think that's what you need to know. And I don't know if this has given you clarity or not, but yeah, let go of the outcome. Messages you need to know right now. Let's see what we got. Let me pull just a general for you real quick, Aries Beauty. In general, what does Aries Beauty need to know right now? Tell me what Aries Beauty needs to know right now. Good, I'm glad. It's not an easy thing to do, but ultimately, once you do it, you'll be so glad you did, because it's so much easier. The Moon card, the Death card, the Ace of Cups. This is literally driving everything home. All right, so let's talk about it. The Moon card, that's the subconscious. subconsciously, you don't realize it, but subconsciously, by energetically focusing on love, you're actually pushing it away. The death card, give up. Poof. Let it go. Let it go. The Ace of Cups, why is that here? Not because new love, well, new love is coming, but not like you think. The new love you need is right here. The Ace of Cups, many times, is about self-love. You see how this cup is overflowing? When we really have this Ace of Cups working right, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get to a place, if you do this thing right. Anybody listening to me, if you don't hear anything else I ever tell you, if you do this thing right, you are going to love yourself so much that you will know that nobody else is ever going to love you like you love yourself. Not even your mom. When you get here and you focusing on this, that's what's up. It took me a long time to get to a place, and if you don't understand this, it might sound egotistical, but it took me a long time to get to a place where I love myself, number one, and it really got me. It really took me, and this has been only recent that I came to realize nobody's going to love me like I love me. Nobody's going to take care of me like I love me. Nobody's going to care about my well-being any more than I care about myself. So, and that's not egotistical. That's just the way it is supposed to be. And that way I don't need anything from anybody. I don't need to be taken care of. I don't need to be loved. If they love me, great. And by the way, until I love myself, I really don't have, I've got to love myself and have love running over outside of this cup to go, to be able to share with others. I can only love people to the extent I love myself. I can only meet people to the extent I have met myself, right? So that's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. Thank you, Sunflows. Yes, it helps you to recognize when somebody is not treating you the way they're supposed to be treating you, and you're just not going to tolerate it. And you're not going to really be mad about it. You're not going to be angry about it. It's just going to make it that much easier to detach, because you're just like, they can't do this. Right. You're welcome, Aries Beauty. I hope that helps you. Yeah, this is advice for everyone. Makes no difference what your situation is. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I hope that helped you, love bug. Yeah, when you truly see your value, you will realize it's going to take a special person to snag you, and that's okay. That is coming from confidence, not ego. Right? Yeah. Well, yeah, and Green Eyed Devil makes an interesting point. She says you're going to get accused of thinking that you're too good, but you know what? That's because they don't get it. That's okay. They don't have to get it. They don't have to understand. You don't need for them to understand, right? Oh, Sunflows. Thank you for that, love. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Y'all give me just a second. We're going to read for Tina next, but I'm checking on something. I also need to check my quantities and see how we're doing on quantities. Let me go check those real quick. I wish these cars would quit going up and down the road. They keep setting off my doorbell ring cam thingy. You can't hear them. They're not noisy, but I just keep getting notifications on my ring cam. And I'm just like, and I mean, I can barely hear them, but I can hear them. And it's just like, they're not bothering me. I wish I could. I mean, I know there's a way that you can adjust your sensitivity on your camera, and I've tried, but it doesn't work. It picks up when the camera, my doorbell camera, goes off anytime somebody drives down the road. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's read for Tina. All right. Hey, JC, how you doing? All right, Tina. Can I tell you? Can you tell me about the overall energy between B, the Sag, and I? He was recently was distant again. I absolutely can. Hey, Tina. Thank you, Tina. Tina, remind me your zodiac sign. I know you're dealing with the Sag, but remind me of your zodiac sign again, my love. Hi, T. How could I forget a Gemini? What's wrong with me? All right, let's see about this Sag. Gemini Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Tell me what's going on with the Sagittarius toward Tina, the Gemini. I'm good, T. I hope you're doing good. Tell me about this Sagittarius toward Tina, the Gemini. Hey, Christy. Tell me about this B, the Sagittarius toward Tina, the Gemini. Right, green-eyed devil, I know. Hang on, T. Hang on a minute. Tell me about B, the Sagittarius toward Tina, the Gemini. Tell me about B. What's going on with B, the Sagittarius toward Tina, the Gemini? Tell me about B, the Sagittarius toward Tina, the Gemini. Oh, Lord. 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. Sagittarius, Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, Saggy is being Saggy. I can tell you why he's being distant, Tina. He's got that Sagittarius itch. He's got that Sagittarius itch. I don't know if this is fleeting or if he'll be back or not, or if he'll spark his interest again, but he's got that freedom itch. That 9 of Pentacles, independence, 4 of Cups. This is not really for me. He's lost, I mean, I hate to say this, Tina, but he's lost interest. I don't know if he's distracted temporarily or if he is, I don't know, but I feel like that's what's up. He's just itching for freedom, period. Let's see if things will change. Let's see what are his future actions toward Tina. What is B, the Sagittarius's future actions towards Tina? He's going to hold back. He's going to hold back for a while, and then he's going to come in real strong. And then he's going to hold back again. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that, hey, Jennifer, it's not too late, love. What I'm getting, Tina, is that you're going to have this in and out thing with this Sagittarius. That, and let me say this, that Sagittarius Gemini dynamic is so strange. I mean, it's like two non-committal whores. And I don't mean that in a bad way, Tina, because I'm a Gemini too, so I get it. But it's kind of the interesting thing between Sagittarians and Geminis. They often attract to each other, all right? But at the same time, both of them can wax and wane as far as their level of interest in commitment. And so I think that's what you're seeing here is somebody that's not really ready to, a frustrating pattern. And this is the thing. He'll keep doing it if you let him. Yeah, he'll keep doing it if you let him know it's acceptable, that you'll let him back in. You see what I'm saying? He needs to know, and probably needs to know now. Well, I mean, you got to, now let me just say this. Don't lay down the law until you feel like you can hold the line. Okay? If you feel like you can hold the line, then the best thing would be for you to lay down the law and say, you're backing away from me. Understand there's no coming back. Right? So, but you got to be ready to do that. And Tina, if you're not ready to do that, that's okay. There's no shame in that. But at some point, I'm hoping that you will be able to lay down the law in that way. I see him coming back around. I will say this, if he comes back around, if you decide to give him a chance, it would be the only chance. I would be like this. I would be like, I'm going to let you in this one time, but if you ever back away from me again, understand it is over. I would give him one free pass. That's just me. That's just me. And I guess the reason I would give him a free pass is because I'm a Gemini, and so I kind of know how that itch feels. Yeah. He's not going to believe you, but you got to stand your ground and follow through. Yes. I'm a Gemini and my bestie is a Saggy. That's funny. So that's what I got, Tina. That's what I got. I understand the back and forth in relationship. Let me just say this. Yes, difficult decisions. I understand why it happens with Saggies and Geminis, but because here's what happens. I think that Saggies and Geminis sometimes will get themselves into something before they realize what they have done. And they haven't really thought it through. Both of those signs are mutable, okay? And they haven't really thought it through. Is this really what I want to do? The healthy thing for somebody to do, if you're in that energy, and I get it because I'm a Gemini, okay? I get it. And I am that way, okay? But what I have realized is I don't even need to get into a relationship unless both my twins are in. And I won't do it unless I'm just absolutely sure. And if I have, I'll think about it for a long, long time. And if there are any days where I have misgivings about it, then I know it's just no. Don't do it because that hurts people, right? Yeah, it's hard to see the practical until it starts to happen. Yeah, and then it's hard to know how to handle it because you're emotionally invested. But that's what I got, Miss Tina, and I hope that gave you some clarity. I hope that gave you some clarity. And then get scared. Yes. I kind of think the only person I could be in a relationship might be a Sagittarius. I kind of think Green Eyed Devil's right, Tina. And she's a Sagittarius. And granted, she's a female Sagittarius, but I don't really get that he's scared. He just doesn't want to be tied down. And I don't think it's that he wants to date around necessarily, Tina. I didn't pick up third party energy or pursuing other options. I just got freedom, man. I want my freedom. That's what I got from him. I don't think he's scared. I'm not getting fear in this thing. I think the interesting thing about Sagittarians, I study my zodiac signs. And I'm not going to ever sit and say I'm an expert on the zodiac signs, but here's what I have learned over time about Sagittarians. Statistically, Sagittarians are they are the sign that are the most likely to stay single for the rest of their life and be fine with it. They statistically get over people after breakups the fastest. And they are very slow to commit to begin with. They just, and it's not that they're players. They're just wanderers. They're just wanderers. Yeah, 50 years doesn't secure your spot. Exactly. Yeah. And it's interesting because, that's Gemini's sister sign. But Tina, you and I both know we can be the same damn way. Right? Yeah, and really Sagittarius does too. Sagittarius has this fear of missing out. That's something that Sagittarians are known for, fear of missing out. Like if I stay here tied down, what am I missing in life? What excitement am I missing in life, right? Okay. I'm going to give you a freebie, T. You have many soulmates, number one, not just one soulmate, you have many. You do not have a meant to be, but you do have a meant to be right now, always, to show you something about yourself. These sketches that these people are doing, it's the biggest ripoff. You got ripped off, T. And what they do is they play on people who want love so bad that they'll pay to know who their person is. So you probably are going to run across a person that matches this description who is going to teach you a lesson. There's a big lesson in this, and you can learn it the easy way or you can learn it the hard way. But that's your freebie. That's your freebie, T. That's what's up. I guarantee you will meet somebody who meets that description, T, and they will teach you a lesson that you will not forget. So I'm sorry to tell you, but those things are big fat ripoffs. All right. Tay is up next, and Tay paid on Cash App. Let me see if I can find Tay, are you here? There she is. I'm a Cancer woman dealing with a stubborn Aries male. It's a rekindling connection. We had a huge argument. Do we have a future together? Let's see what I can find out for you, love. Hang on one second. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Trying to do 11 things at once. Okay, Miss Tay, let me timestamp for you. All right. So let's see about this Aries. Give me the joint energies between Tay, the Cancer, and this Aries. Give me the joint energies going forward between Tay, the Cancer, and this Aries man. Give me the joint energies going forward between Tay, the Cancer, and this Aries man. I think he's going to come towards you. I think there's going to be more conflict, but we'll see. I had the Knight of Cups, 5 of Wands. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Knight of Wands, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Okay. So here's what I get. Do I think he's going to come towards you? I do, with the Knight of Wands. You need to understand the Knight of Wands and the energy of the Knight of Wands. It is a chaotic energy. It is sometimes somebody with anger issues. It is a fiery energy. It is very passionate, and it's kind of like a bull in a china shop. It can be exhausting to deal with a Knight of Wands. Disappointing, in fact, and put you in tears, which is my next card out, the card of disappointment and tears. Okay. And the 5 of Swords, which can be a competitive energy. It can be a win at all cost energy, mind games. Sometimes it's deception, but I don't think that's why it's here. Yes. And so, do you have a future with this man? You do. But is it the future you want? That's the question, Tay. I see him coming around, and I see you guys continuing to, you have the option of being with this guy in this energy. And let me say this. It's interesting that you would say very exhausting. I'm going to say something that I say occasionally, and I'm going to say it again because it's just good. Years ago, I worked for a PhD level behavioral psychologist, And he used to tell me this. And at the time, I didn't understand it. I understand it now because I understand the psyche much more now than I did back then. But he used to say this a lot. The best predictor of a person's future behavior is their past behavior. And that's another way of saying people rarely change. It's not impossible for people to change, but it is rare because you can't just change behavior. You can't just say, I'm not going to have a temper anymore. It don't work like that. You've got to go underneath the surface to what is unseen, just like a weed in a garden. Okay. If you cut it, it's going to come back. You got to go beneath the surface to what's unseen and get the root. Okay. And until he does that, he's going to always have this same behavior. He's going to stick with you. All right. If you'll let him. He's going to stick around if you'll let him. Now, you can't do this for him. This is an inside job, and it's something that he really needs to take a break from romance altogether to work on and work out. Most people don't have the wherewithal to do the work, which is why my PhD level behavioral psychologist boss was right when he said people rarely change. Best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. He's normally calm. He doesn't raise his voice, but it's his way or the highway. So is that calming to you, Tay? Is it calming when he is demanding that things be his way? Is that calm to you? Do you find that peaceful? So it's not calm. Just because he doesn't raise his voice doesn't mean he's peaceful. So you can definitely have a future with this guy, but it's going to continue to be disappointing. You're going to continue to cry whenever he's not around, and you're going to continue to be up in your head. Well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. What you are telling me is that you have some self-respect. Submissive is bullshit. Okay. Submissive should only be for doms and subs in sex. Outside of that, fuck submission. Okay. I don't know. So that is actually your boundary. That's your higher self telling you something is wrong. When you refuse to give him his way and you end up blocking him, you see, you know down deep that what he's doing is not right. Well, yeah, green-eyed devil. So it's kind of like, is he going to come around? Yeah. Is that what you want? And that's a question you can only answer. Yeah, the only place for submission is like what Green-Eyed Devil was saying, right? You're giving him an unconditional tolerance, thinking that it's love. It's not. No. And what you speak of with submission is nothing more than people-pleasing and codependency, which, by the way, is a common struggle for Cancer energy. And I know because my Venus is in Cancer, you have a tendency to be a doormat. Cancers are one of the signs that do that. Libras will do that, so will Pisces. So will Virgos sometimes, and Leos. Those are signs that all struggle with codependency or stelliums in those houses. All right. And so your higher self is telling you to stop being a doormat. Yes, you're being a doormat. He is not going to respect you. Yes, exactly. He is showing you something about yourself. He's showing you that you tolerate things that are not healthy. And that's why you're reacting like you do. That's why you are like, I'm not going to let him have his way. I'm going to block him. That's why. That's why. That's the divine masculine protective energy within you rising up when it needs to protect you. We have both divine feminine and divine masculine within us. And that divine masculine energy is your divine masculine is going into overload in those moments because your divine masculine energy knows you need protection from this guy because he's hurtful. And if you're not careful, yeah. And the reason he keeps coming back is because you keep letting him. And you got to ask yourself this. Why do you want to be with somebody who treats you like this? And I know that sounds cliche, but just listen. Tay, you know you deserve better, but yet you let this person back. There is a divide in what you know and what you're letting happen. And that divide is because of your own subconscious wounds that are allowing this person to come back. So you yourself actually need to do some inner work. You need to let this guy go, do some inner work, do some shadow work, get your own subconscious operating in the same way that your conscious mind is. Your conscious mind knows that you deserve better, but your subconscious mind is letting you settle for a douche canoe. You got to get both of those two on the same page. You do that with shadow work. I hope that helps your love. And I've done it again. I keep taking my list down. How is my money looking for the rest of the year? We're going to find out, Tay, because you paid for 2 questions. Let's see what your other question, let's see how money looks for you. How does money look for Tay the Cancer for the rest of the year? How does money look for Tay the Cancer for the rest of the year? How does money look for Tay for the rest of the year? What does she need to know about money for the rest of the year? Challenging at first, but then you overcome it. Challenging at first, but then you overcome it. I'm not sure why. I've got Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and then 3 of Cups, Ace of Swords. So there's some kind of breakthrough here. I see challenges, but then I see some kind of breakthrough where you overcome some kind of major obstacle or adversity. So it's almost like you may be going through it right now. But I feel like whatever you're overcome. God, what is this? You may be getting a new job or a new income stream. Or maybe you're even considering self-employment. There's a new direction that I see you going in regarding how you earn money. And it looks exciting and it looks intuitively led. It looks like a leap of faith that is a good one. And I see it being something that is celebratory. There's a major win, okay? Major breakthrough with this Ace of Swords. But this is where I saw this thing starting. I saw you starting out with some challenges. I don't know what that's about. And I don't know if that makes sense to you. But I literally feel like it's gonna the rest of the year, it starts out yucky and then boom, it's just gonna turn around. I love that. Not the first part, but the second part. Okay, Tay. So that made sense to you then. Does this make sense to you? I love that. That's exciting. Good. Good, good, good. That's exciting. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I hope that gave you clarity, Tay. Green Eye Devil, I have had a breakthrough. Like it happened. Tay, honestly, it happened while I was reading for you. I realized something. You know how I keep telling you that I don't want to be tied down and that it's not that I'm afraid of emotional vulnerability. I just don't want to be tied down. Green Eyed Devil. I know why. I know why. I finally figured out why. I finally figured out why. No, it's not denial, baby. It's where my Black Moon Lilith is. Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius. I finally get it. I finally get my Black Moon Lilith placement. That's it. That's why I'm so defiantly single. That's why I'm so, yes, yes. Now it makes sense. I'm a fucking Sagittarius when it comes to love. And it's in Green Eyed Devil. Guess what house it's in? Guess what house it's in? The 7th. It's in my 7th house. Black Moon Lilith and Sagittarius in the 7th house. It finally clicked. That's how I am. Exactly. Now I get it. Now I get it. Yes, I'm a 9. Anyway, I've been talking about Sagittarian energy all this time, and I didn't realize I was talking about my damn self. I mean, I get it. Like, that is Sagittarian energy. Yeah, I love it too. It finally makes sense because here I have thought I was crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm just fine. No, I'm not depressed. I'm happy. Yeah, I thought something was wrong. Why don't I want to be with somebody? That's why. Anyway, I just thought I would share that. Yes, I've been questioning myself for over a year, about actually probably 2 years. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Why am I like this? That's why. Okay. That's why. All right. Next up is Panjari. Let me timestamp for Panjari. Yes, free-spirited people. Absolutely, JC. So Panjari, I hope I'm saying your name right, by the way. So we want to know about Vishal's feelings and intentions and then his future actions. Panjari, give me your zodiac sign And if you want, also Vishal's zodiac sign. Give me your sign and Vishal's sign. He is a Gemini and you're a Taurus. Okay. We'll find out. Let's see. Give me Vishal the Gemini's feelings and intentions toward Panjari the Taurus. Vishal towards Panjari. Well, thank you, JC. Vishal towards Panjari. Gemini towards Taurus. Vishal towards Panjari. Vishal, the Gemini towards Panjari, the Taurus, please. Vishal, the Gemini towards Panjari. Thank you, Sunflows. I'm glad. Vishal, the Gemini towards Panjari, the Taurus, please. Four of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles. Temperance in the reverse. I don't know if Vishari is looking for something permanent or long-term. I think you've got Vishari's attention with the Eight of Pentacles, but I don't know if this is something that's going to be sustained. I don't know if he's looking for something long-term. I've got the Four of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in the upright, the Temperance card in the reverse. Give me more. King of Swords. Empress, Justice in the reverse. Okay, here's what we got. Gemini, the Gemini knows that you're an amazing person. No doubt. Okay. Gemini feels like you're a great catch. The problem is Gemini is not looking for a great catch. Gemini, and I think Gemini is just not able to really give you a fair shake with the Justice card in the reverse. Gemini has so much respect for you. He sees you as the Empress that you are. He's coming in as the King of Swords, a little bit detached from emotion, Justice reversed. So I think, honestly, while Gemini recognizes that you're a great catch, Gemini is just not looking for a great catch. Gemini is just not looking for a relationship or a long-term relationship for sure. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't think Gemini sees this as something long-term, and I don't think Gemini is looking for something. I think Gemini enjoys talking with you, flirting with you. I get there being attraction and interest, but I don't think Gemini, we separated a few months back. Yeah, he may be paying attention to you, but I just, and the other thing, I mean, now that I've kind of known that, well, let me say this, Panjeri. I didn't know that this was a past person that you were broken up with when I started this reading. So let me just say this. Now that I know that, let me interpret this another way. Gemini is no longer looking for something long-term with you. Four of Wands in reverse, okay? I think Gemini watches you, but I don't think Gemini has any hope or any plans on doing anything. Gemini may flirt with you. I get communication here, but that's it. Seven of Swords. I don't see any emotion. I think Gemini has great respect for you, but I'll be honest with you, with the Justice card in the reverse, I think whatever went wrong between the two of you, he blames you. He doesn't take any responsibility for that. So yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. I don't see this going anywhere. So that kind of puts it in a different context. But if I did that, that's what I would see, Panjeri. Yeah. And the operative word is, but I mean, he was interested in long-term for 10 years. Was is past tense. He was, he's not now. Because we pull for his current, and I don't have any emotion here. The Strength card is a card of ego, pride, holding back. Especially when we see that Justice in the reverse. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. That's a card of wanting to be single. All right. The Five of Swords. I don't even think he's an honest person, to be honest with you. With the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords to come out like that. Yeah, he's here for a good time, not a long time. I don't think you did anything wrong, Panjeri. I don't think it was necessarily that you did anything wrong. And it's easy to say drop him, just drop him. But when you're emotionally invested, it's hard. And I get that because you probably have emotion for this guy. But for whatever reason, I don't know. I mean, I can see what happened. Because see, we didn't know I didn't know this was an ex, right? So I don't see him coming towards you in the future. Let's just see if we can look back and see what happened, why he walked away. Why did he walk away? Why did he walk away? Why did he walk away? What happened? What happened here? Why did he walk away? Why did he walk away? Queen of Swords in the reverse, Knight of Wands. He's a player. He's unstable and he's a playboy. He's unstable. He's going to hold back. I don't get him opening up to you as far as having a real conversation with you. I get him holding back. I think he may flirt with you, but to have an open conversation, no, he's not going to have a conversation. Yeah, I mean, he's just flirting with you because he's a player. He's just playing with you. I mean, that's what my cards are saying. Literally, I got the fuckboy energy right here. Seven of Swords. He is a sneaky snake. Well, he's never played you in 10 years, but here we are. He's never played you in 10 years. But yet he's playing you right here. You're telling me he's playing you. So is he playing you or not? He is playing you now. There's something he's hiding with the Seven of Swords. There's something he's hiding, and I'm going to find out what it is. There could be somebody else. I think what it is he's got a wandering eye. And I don't know if he's always had a wandering eye or if that's something new, but that's definitely what's happening. He's got a wandering eye. I think there's some internal conflict. There's some internal conflict with this guy. He's not been living his authentic self. Let me look for something. I think I know what the problem is, Panjari. He's not been living authentically. I'm going to find out what it is. Let me tell you something. Panjari, this guy has an inner conflict, and it has nothing to do with you. I feel like he's torn inside. He's torn up. He doesn't know whether he likes women or men. And that's the issue. That's the issue. And that's what he's hiding. That's what he's hiding. And that's what he's being deceptive about. And that's why you're getting this mixed signal. And I think it's gotten to the place where he just can't deny it anymore. That's what I think. This is not on you. Yeah. Well, and he's got to come to a place where he's able to he's got to be honest with himself before he's honest with anybody else. And I don't know that he's even been honest with himself. I think he's still trying to figure all this out himself. My battery's dead. So yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, totally not your fault. You're welcome, Panjari. Thank you. Panjari, you deserve somebody who is solid. You know, Panjari, Taurians, and you're a Taurus, you guys are so solid. You guys are so steadfast, and I love that about you. And you deserve somebody who is going to be steadfast for you as well. There you go. So get on your shadow work, love bug. Get on your shadow work. That's the best way to manifest, okay? Because there's some pain, there's some wounds here, Panjari, because you've got 10 years that you got to heal from, right? So before you start manifesting someone new, manifest the energetic vibration to match that. And you're going to do that through shadow work, right? Oh, honey, I know. I know it's hard to get over things. I do. Girl, I'm not going to say I know how you feel, but I can tell you I know what it's like to just have a really rough romantic experience, right? But I hope that that helped you, Panjari. I hope that that helped you, love. Good. Good, good, good. Next up is Miss Early. Miss Early. Maylani. Hey, Laura. How are you? So, Maylani, I'd like a general reading. Whatever messages or insights come through for me at this time, Auntie Karen, you got it. You got it, Maylani. You got it. What does Miss Early need to know? What does Miss Early need to know? What does Maylani need to know? Oh, that's you? Did you change? Sunflowers, did you change your name? I didn't know that was Miss Early. Okay. All right. Hang on a minute. Baxter, go lay down. Go lay down. Lay down. You need to go lay down. Quit licking me. Come on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Come on. Come lay down. Where's your bone? What is wrong with you? Give me a minute. Where is your bone, Baxter? Oh, there it is. Y'all don't look at my purple shorts. Where's your bone? Here's your bone. There's your bone. Okay, go chew your bone. Go chew your bone, goober. All right. I know, right? He is not happy with me. I know that's exactly what he needs, but I can't say that word because he knows what it means. All right. Here we go, Maylani. Let me re-timestamp for you. Hang on a minute. All right. What does Maylani need to know? What does Maylani need to know? What does Maylani need to know? What does Maylani need to know from Spirit? What does Maylani need to know? 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 Okay. Maylani, what's up with this? Are you getting ready to move? What's up with your home? It looks like moving or something with your home. You may be doing something. I mean, it could be that you're fixing up your home or renovating or doing something around your living situation. I don't know if that makes sense or not. This may be something you're unaware of. Why is the high priestess here? I'm also getting, I'm not getting ready to move. I want to move so bad, but no funds to do so. Hold on a minute. Think outside the box. Think outside the box when it comes to this move. You got to manifest this shit. I don't know if this makes sense or not. Hold on a minute. I'm going to try something. What is the blockage? Why did that magician come out in the reverse on that Four of Wands? Why did that happen? What's the blockage? What's the blockage? What's the blockage here? What's the blockage? What's the blockage? Okay. This is really around manifestation. And I kind of think there are some key points here that you've made that you may not realize. I'm not getting ready to move. I want to move so bad, but no funds to do so. I want you to listen to that. What the universe hears you saying is that I want to move so bad. The universe says yes, and I'm going to leave you wanting to move so bad, but no funds to do so. The universe says yes, and I'm going to leave you in that energy. The universe just says yes, yes, whatever you say is true is true. So what I want to encourage you to do is to work on your thoughts. Work on your thoughts. And I'm getting ready to move. The funds are on the way. I'm getting you ready to move. I know the funds are going to be here exactly when they need to be here. I'm going to be able to move exactly when I'm supposed to be moving. And I'm going to have the money that I need to move when I'm ready to move. When that opportunity, it's going to come exactly when I need it to come. And the other thing is this. There's a second part of this thing. Yes, yes. And you're thinking, and there's another thought process to this thing too. And this is going to be tough. But when you are trying to manifest a move, you have to be so grateful and content where you are. So you've got to switch your thinking in terms of where you're living at right now to being grateful for what you do have. And because this wanting energy goes back to that giving up thing, that thing with Aaron Doughty. He talks about it in relationships, but the same thing is true with trying to manifest a move or money or whatever, okay? We have to give up. We have to be grateful and content where we are. Non-attachment, detaching from the outcome, giving up. Go watch those videos of his, Aaron Doughty, and I don't even say, just leave off, I want to move so bad. I'm going to have the money, I'm going to move. I don't want to move, I am moving. I don't want to move. I am moving. If you stay in the energy of want, then you stay in the energy of lack. I have everything I need, and I will whenever I get ready to move. I'm going to have the money I need when I get ready to move, and I'm moving. I'm going to move exactly when I need to move. And it's kind of like when you have the assurance that you're going to have what you need, then you don't worry about it anymore. And you don't worry about the outcome. So you're not pushing energy away from you. You're not giving resistance to that thing. Okay. You're actually opening up for it to come in. I don't know if this is making any sense or not, but this is what I'm getting. Not just how you say things, but just your whole mindset. Yes. Yes. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps you, Maylani. I hope that helped you. You got to know we are always manifesting. You're manifesting right now. You are manifesting. And what you got to do is you got to look at this. Green-eyed devil. But what you got to look at is I lost my train of thought. Damn it. Shit. What was I saying? Oh, we're always manifesting. We're always manifesting. Okay. So you got to look at this. If your life experiences that you are having right now are not giving you the desired result, then you've got to change your energetic vibration. Right. And we're kind of giving you some tips as to how to do that. Hey, divine timing. So I hope that helped you, Maylani. Venus rules money and love. Green-eyed devil is not lying. Yes, Venus rules money. See, that's why, okay, you've got two different zodiac signs that are ruled by Venus. You've got Taurus and you've got Libra. Both of those signs are ruled by Venus. And you've got the second house and the seventh house. The second house is about money and Taurus energy. The seventh house is about Libra and love. See, and the fact that you say you're fucked right now, stop saying that and stop believing it. I would love that, Maylani. I would love that. Broken laid woman. Don't say that, you silly girl. What are you eating? You need to go sit down. Oh, yeah. We should totally do that. We should totally do that, Maylani. Hit me up, girl. I would love that. I think I'm booked through like hell. I don't know. I'd have to look. I may have one the end of October, but I don't know. But if you email me, I might be able to squeeze you in on a different day. We'll see. Anyway, that's what I got. All right, Miss Jennifer, you are up. Yeah, hit me up. right. Where's Jennifer? Are you here, love bug? Jennifer asks, there she is. Hey, sweetie. All right. Jennifer says, general advice on school. And then it's been going okay so far. Good. Secondly, still looking for a full-time job. Will I find one soon? Let's see what we can find out, Jennifer. All right. What does Jennifer need to know about school? What does Jennifer need to know about school? What does Jennifer need to know about school? Give me some overall advice for Jennifer for school, please. Give me some advice for Jennifer for school. Jennifer, why do I get the impression that you are having a hard time advocating for yourself in some way, speaking up for yourself, asking questions, asking for help, reaching out for help from professors, asking questions in class, or getting tutored? What is it? What is it? Or speaking, there's something about advocating for yourself that I'm seeing you struggle with. Tell me if I'm wrong. And I think there's a twofold thing with that. I think there's a twofold thing here. I think it's hard to get out of being quiet. I gotcha. The devil card is here, and the reason it's here is because there is advice here. The devil card has advice that's different from the normal meaning of the devil card. Okay. And let me just tell you, it's flanked by the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse, which speaks to, right. The devil card, speak your truth and let the chips fall where they may. So that's the literal advice. So in this instance, I would say open up and be yourself, and you'll attract your tribe, and your vibe will attract your tribe, if that makes sense. I think this is going to help you socially, getting into study groups. And I also think it's going to help you to excel as far as opening up and just being who you are and embrace who you are. You're not like everyone else, and that's okay. We're all different. There are people, when you speak up and you come out a little bit, there are people who are not going to like you, and that is okay, because there are just going to be the right people that do like you. Does this make sense? And I feel like just, I gotcha. You know what though, Jennifer? I hang out with young kids too. I mean, I say kids, they're young adults, but you know what I mean, right? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised that they might embrace you, and there you'll find the right circle. I guarantee you. There may be some groups on campus for non-traditional students. That's another thing. Think about that as well. Look into that. If there are some activity groups, some groups on campus for non-traditional students, right? Let me know if if you've thought about doing that, Jennifer. Another thing is you can also look for groups outside of the university setting. That's another thing. But putting yourself out there. But I do get that you need to speak up for yourself and advocate for yourself. Don't be afraid to ask questions, participate in class, study groups, those sorts of things. Don't let that age hold you back, honey. Be proud of yourself. All right? You're doing this the hard way. And that's admirable. That's admirable. Good deal. All right. Let's look at the job situation. Let's look at the job situation. What does Jennifer need to know about the job search? What does Jennifer need to know about the job search? Give me an update on the energies around job. Give me an update on the energies around job. Give me an update on the energies around job, please. What does she need to know? That's a good idea. Green Eyed Devil says start a group. There you go. Tell me about the job search. Give me an update on the energies for Jennifer on the job search. What does she need to know? That's the King of Pentacles, Jennifer. Things are about to get easier. My God, this is great. King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse. There's been something that's been slow. You're about to have the end of a tough cycle, relief of some burdens, some worries, and some pressure, opportunities opening up all day. Something came to me though with it. When I saw that King of Pentacles, I also got some advice for you. You already have everything you need. It's coming. It's coming. What we just told Maylani, what we just told Sunflows. I'm sorry, I said that wrong, but you already have it. It's already yours. You already have the job. It's coming. The job, your perfect job is absolutely happening. It's absolutely you already have the wealth and the money that you need. That's why you came in as the King of Pentacles at the jump. It's going to open up, but you got to see yourself here before this happens. That's another thing. You got to see yourself as already having it before it actually happens. Your outside circumstances are going to match your inside. So it has to happen on the inside first. So you got to see yourself as the King of Pentacles, and then boom, there it is. Absolutely. The 10 of Wands in reverse, end of a tough cycle, dropping burdens, relief of stress, all of those sorts of things. Two of Swords in reverse, blockages that were previously blocked, opening up when the Two of Swords is in reverse. You got to see yourself here to begin with, though. That's the advice. I love that. Well, thank you, JC. Thank you for that. I appreciate JC. I appreciate your kind words. And I know you had said you just ran across me this evening. I'm glad you found me. I don't believe in coincidences. I think we find where we're supposed to be when we're supposed to find it. So thank you for all your kind words you've been sharing and your wisdom. I appreciate it. Yeah, green-eyed devil. Yeah, that's true, Jennifer. Do it. I am wealthy. I have what I need. I have everything I need. I have Jennifer, I have everything I need. I have everything I need. Say it. Mean it. Jennifer, let me ask you this. Do you have what you need right now? Do you? I bet you do. I bet you do. I have everything I need. There you go. Stay in that vibration. Stay in that vibration. Remind yourself you have everything you need. I have everything I need. That's true, JC. Yes. I love that, Jennifer. See yourself as that King of Pentacles. Your job's coming. I see it. Okay. I do see it in the cards. But you got some strong advice. Because the minute I laid that King of Pentacles down, I said, she's already there. She's already there. She's already got it. She's already got her money. She's already got her abundance. God, that's just, I'm sorry. Does this sound like cliche? She's already there. She's already got it. She's just got to see it. You just got to see it. I see it, but you got to see it. It don't matter if I see it. I got to see mine. You got to see yours. That's how it works, right? How exciting. I feel like we had a lot of major breakthroughs tonight. Is it just me? That's fair, Jennifer. That's fair. That's fair. I'm so proud of you, Jennifer. You're welcome. Thank you for booking readings with me, as always. Always appreciate that. Yeah, I think so, Green-Eyed Devil. I think we had a lot of that. I hope so. That's always my goal. You sent a donation? See, on Cash App. You sure did. Okay, I got you. I got you. Is that you? Are you Rhoda? I'll read for you. RB. Okay, I got you. I got you. So give me your question. And also, while you do that, you're an August Leo right now. It's all about self-healing. Tower moment, August 13th. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. Hold on one second. I'm going to let you be the last one, divine timing. Hang on one second. I'm just kind of. All right, here we go. Tower moment, August 13th. That was in Leo season. Hey, Joel. You know what, Joel? I'll read for you. Joel, if you want, you can either Cash App me or you can send a PayPal, and if you just send it directly. Let's find out, divine timing. Let's find out. Hold tight, Joel. Let's find out. I'm an August Leo. That must have been right around your birthday, Jace. Oh, no, that was JC. I'm sorry, I just got confused. Divine timing. What are my own blocks or insecurities that I can work on in love? Okay, divine timing. RB, tell me your zodiac sign. Capricorn. Okay. What is it that RB needs to know about love, manifesting love? Are there blockages, insecurities? What does she need to know? What does she need to know? What does she need to know? What does RB need to know? Knight of Swords in the reverse, King of Wands, Page of Wands. I think there may be somebody that you're needing to release or move on from. There's some wounds here that are in your past that you need to move on from. Six of Swords. I think that self-confidence is going to be one. With the Page of Wands and the King of Wands, I'm definitely picking up self-confidence, self-esteem, and that is going to be, that will block you. And what causes self-confidence issues are things that are in our subconscious, which is our shadow self, that are unhealed. Okay. And the best way to deal with that is to do shadow work and healing. That is going to help you to integrate those parts of yourself that you've repressed, those wounds, those pains. Time alone does not heal past wounds. It's time plus work. Okay. And sometimes these wounds go all the way back to childhood. It doesn't have to be, but sometimes it can be. And sometimes it can be further exacerbated by, heartbreaks that we experience in adulthood. Okay. The thing that you need to work on, though, is self-confidence, self-esteem. One thing that a lot of times, hang on a second, I want to pull for you on this, RB. Trust issues, that's another thing. Yeah, self-awareness, that's going to come from shadow work, self-actualization. Shadow work is more than just healing. That's a big part of it. And that's usually how people start out in shadow work, and that's fine. That's very helpful. Okay. But then usually people go beyond that and fully integrate themselves with self-awareness, self-actualization. I think that shadow work journey is going to help you with your confidence issues, with your image of yourself. I know, and I may be wrong on this for you, but sometimes people with Capricorn placements will sometimes feel like in order to have self-worth, they need to be productive. They need to be, if they're not productive and they're not getting things done, that they're worthless. that can get really intermingled. We can also, and I say we, this is my moon sign. We can also get real tripped up on our accomplishments equating to our value. And those are two different things, right? You're a Capricorn moon as well. Wow. Okay. So what that tells me is this. What that tells me with the Capricorn placements that you have is that you probably grew up faster than would be reasonable for a child your age. You were probably given a lot more responsibility. You were probably in a situation where emotional expression was discouraged or maybe even not safe to be yourself, to cry. You just had to suck it up and do and be mature and just do whatever it takes to get done. Capricorn moon and Capricorn, especially Capricorn moon, emotional regulation, there's a lot of childhood trauma typically that comes along with that placement, Capricorn moon. And so it's going to be important for you to heal that inner child as a part of your shadow work. You're going to have to reparent yourself. And that is going to help you with self-confidence, self-love, self-esteem. Capricorn sun and moon can be very hard on yourself. You can always feel like you fell short. That it's like you never feel like you're enough. You never feel like you do enough. No matter how much you do, it's not acceptable because that inner critic, your inner critic, you never feel like validated or approved of. And a lot of times you're seeking the approval of one or both parents and you just don't realize it. But it definitely is something that you need as a Capricorn. You got to learn to show yourself some love and some grace just because of who you are, not because of what you accomplish. And accomplishments are great. They're awesome, but we got to keep those in perspective, if that makes sense. Am I making any sense to you at all? Divine timing. Good. And let me say this. When you do the shadow work to get this all sorted out, okay, until that time, you are going to likely subconsciously choose partners who will take advantage of you in some way. They won't see your value. And it's not that you don't have value, but when you don't see your value, then others can't. The only way for others to be able to see your value is for you to project that because you honestly see it about yourself. If that makes sense. Yes, 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 yes. And probably the controlling part for sure would be probably because you had a strict parent or childhood upbringing. Single for a while, trying to change my patterns. Good on that. Good on that. You're on the right track. If you need help on shadow work, I have 59 videos about shadow work over on Patreon on my Phoenix Rising. That is right there. That just tells you the importance. It explains why we choose who we choose. It explains what the shadow is. It explains how different ways to do shadow work. And so that if you need help, it's there and it's pretty nominal. And I actually have a special going on until the 15th that's still in place. Yeah. In fact, if you think you want to do that, divine timing, I've got 2 different specials on Phoenix Rising that's good for it. There is my balloons. I've got 2 different specials right now. The link is below, but you need to know there's some promo codes you need to know. And I'm going to give them to you. Hang on one second. I'm gonna go get them because I don't want you to pay full price, okay? Let me go to my there's two different ones, and you can sign up for a year and get 25% off, or you can sign up to do monthly and get 50% off your first month. The year promo code, here's the year. Let me write them both down. Here's the year one, F7E09, and then 6F2A2. Okay, I'm going to get them for you. All right. Promo code to get 25% off one full year is F7E09. And promo code to pay monthly and get 50% off the first month is 6F2A2. All right, there you go. There you go, Divine Timing. You might want to screenshot that. But you can, and let me give you the link to my Patreon. I forgot to do that. I'm such an idiot. Hold on, let me go to my notes. Here it is. Here's my Patreon link. And you'll see when you go here and you click on this link, Divine Timing, you'll see a little thing, and I think there's a blip on there about getting a 50% off or whatever, and it gives you the promo code. So I hope that helps you. But yeah. But I hope that helps you, love. Joel, are you still here? If you're here, Joel, here is my Cash App. I just put it in the chat. Thank you, Divine Timing. Thank you. I hope that helped you, love. I'm very passionate about seeing people heal and manifest great life experiences. That is my passion. That is my calling. I'm a sucker for people that want to see change in their life. I can't help it. Yeah, with a little mischievousness too, green-eyed devil. That's whenever my Venus in Cancer comes through, is whenever I feel like, that's whenever I'm north noding, green-eyed devil. That's whenever I'm north noding. Fairies are mischievous. Oh, make no mistake. Yes, fairies are quite devilish. You cashed out me. I see it. Joel. Okay, so Joel, give me your 2 questions. And Joel, sometimes YouTube will If you put it in the chat and I don't see it, I may have to get you to email it to me, Joel, real quick, and I'll get it and get it to you. Hey, Vanessa, you can still. I closed them off, but Vanessa, I'll do one for you. Do you want to do PayPal, Vanessa, or do you want to do Cash App? You can just pay me directly either through PayPal or Cash App, Vanessa. If you want to do one, it's 35, two, it's 50. And let me know, Vanessa. I think you normally pay on Cash App, but you normally go through my website, but I've got zero quantity on there right now. There's my Cash App. And Joel, that's my email too, if you want to email me your questions. I got you, Vanessa. You did? Yeah, I got your Cash App, Joel. Can you send me your questions on email? Yeah, send me a PayPal, Vanessa. Yeah, just send it directly to my PayPal. You can do that, Vanessa. I got you, Vanessa. Vanessa, you want to email me your question or try to put it in the chat? Whichever you want to do, love. It came through. But I gotta do Joel first. Joel's gonna get his questions to me, and then I'll read for you, Vanessa. Sounds good, Vanessa. That sounds great. Okay, there it is. I got it. Okay. So let me timestamp for Joel real quick. All right, here we go, Joel. So, Joel, what is my long-term love energy with D? Kind of in separation now and a third party involved, Scorpio. Long-term love energy with G, used to date and reconciled now after a fallout, also Scorpio. Joel is a Taurus. Okay, so let's see what the future energies are like with you and D. Let's try that first, Joel. Give me the future energies going forward with Joel. Hang on. Joel, the Taurus, and D, the Scorpio. Give me the energy going forward between Joel, the Taurus, and D, the Scorpio. Give me the energies between Joel and D, the Scorpio. So I have the Hermit, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Cups in reverse. Why is that? Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so here's the thing. I think that I don't know that you guys could work things out. I think the issue is this. I do think there is this thought of reconnecting between you two. But at the end of the day, I feel like that D is going to stay in a withdrawn situation. I feel like D is holding a grudge with the Queen of Swords here in the reverse and the Six of Cups in the reverse. There's bitterness here, and a grudge and unforgiveness about something, and I'm not sure what it is. And this D, the Scorpio, is holding on to that. That's why the Eight of Swords is here. So I think that in many ways, this Scorpio still holds your energy, but not in a positive way, more in terms of a grudge. I don't see anything between you two going forward. I don't think this would work out well because I think there's just too much unforgiveness, too much grudges. I think this Scorpio focuses more on everything that went wrong between you two than anything that went right. I'm going to be real. I think that's the problem, Joel, with D, the Scorpio. That's the issue. All right. Now let's look at G. Give me the energy, the future romance energies between G, the Scorpio, and Joel, the Taurus. Give me the future romance energies between G, the Scorpio, that there has been a recent reconciliation with, and Joel, the Taurus. Give me G, the Scorpio, going forward, and Joel, the Taurus. Give me the energy going forward, romantic energy, the long-term love energy between G, the Scorpio, and Joel, the Taurus. Two of Cups in reverse. I don't think this is going to be lasting, this reconnection. I don't think you guys are going to be lasting. Five of Pentacles, nine of Pentacles. I see somebody being left out in the cold. I see non-committal energy here. I think it may run its course a little bit, but I don't see anything lasting. I think I think it's going to end again. I think whatever happened before between you two is going to happen again. I think that you're going to have a repeat of the same thing. And oftentimes we have that. Oftentimes we'll see that happen where we have because we don't get ourselves, when we go through breakups, we have to do the shadow work to get ourselves out of the energetic vibration of relationship challenges and back into the relationship success energy vibration. Until then, we'll be on a hamster wheel of relationship challenges. And I think that may be what you're dealing with right now, Joel. I think it might behoove you to get on a shadow work journey. That's going to help you to break this pattern and this cycle. So I hope that that helped you, Joel. I hope that that gave you clarity, love. All right, Miss Vanessa. Last but not least, give me your question, my love. JC, Green Eye Devil is amazing. We are friends outside. We chat almost every day. Green Eye Devil and I. So I'm glad you connected with Green Eye Devil. She's salt of the earth. Really a good person. I'm sure you've already figured that out. So yay. I'm glad y'all connected. Vanessa, where are you at, love? Where's Vanessa? Calling Vanessa. There she is. Alex and I started talking again because I approached him first to return his shirts after seeing him at Tuesday night swing. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got, my love. That's fine. I thought it was being laggy. I thought the chat was being laggy. Vanessa, when you said Tuesday night swing, do you do like ballroom dance? You know, the girl that follows me named Sarah does ballroom dance too. Did you know that? Anyway, fun fact. Okay, but let's see about Alex. Country swing. That sounds fun. Oh my God. Vanessa, that sounds like a hoot. I would love that. I would so love that. Let's see. Let's get Alex. Alex's true goals and intentions in reconnecting with Vanessa. Give me Alex toward Vanessa. Give me Alex toward Vanessa. I love that. I love that, Vanessa. Give me Alex. Give me his true intentions. Give me emotions. Look, this flew out, Vanessa. Reunion card. That flew out while I was shuffling. You had a jumper there. See, I would love that, Vanessa. I think I would have fun doing that. Give me Alex toward Vanessa. Give me Alex toward Vanessa. Give me Alex toward Vanessa. Give me Alex toward Vanessa, please. Give me Alex toward Vanessa. Page of Cups, Five of Wands, Six of Cups. Why is the Five of Wands here? He's wanting to fight for you. Triumph over adversity. Page of Cups, that's, apology, accepting responsibility. Six of Cups, that's, missing you. That's the nostalgia card. That's the soul bond card. Definitely, I mean, I get wanting to get forgiveness, reunion. There's a bit of impatience. I will tell you that, Vanessa. There's a bit of impatience. I would say this: go slow and easy on this thing. Don't get ahead of yourself, Vanessa. Go slow and easy. Here's what I get. I think his intentions are good, Vanessa. It's very fragile. Very fragile. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why is this so fragile? Why are you telling me this? Hang on a minute. I think the true intentions are stellar. That part is in line, Vanessa. Why are you telling me that this is fragile? Why are you telling me to proceed with caution for Vanessa? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me that? Why are you telling me that? Yes. Yeah. He was being honest there. I think he's sincere. But it feels fragile, maybe even unstable. I'm not sure why. Okay, here's what I get. Here's why this thing might get ahead of itself, Vanessa. He's trying to skip some steps. Do I think he realizes that? No, I don't. I think he wants to change his behavior. I think he is going to change his behavior for a while. And then I think he's going to go right back. And there is a way around that. There is a cheat code. He's got to figure out what's causing the behavior in the shadow self. All right. So he's got to figure out the problem beneath those behaviors. All right. I'm literally picking up the energy of spontaneous recovery, which is kind of reverting back to old patterns. And he's got the right idea and he's got the right intention. Unfortunately, we can't just change behaviors. We've got to go beneath the surface to see what's driving those behaviors. So I think this thing is fragile. And I kind of think that if I were you, I think he's on the right track. I think he'll listen. I almost feel like it might be a good idea to absolutely insist that he work on himself, doing shadow work. I mean, serious, possibly even therapy. There is no crime in therapy at all. See? Yes. So your gut is even telling you this. Yeah. And it's probably hard because, you love him and that's fair. But at the same time, this is volatile. There's so much potential here for this to go either way. If you guys handle this thing right, it can be beautiful. If you guys screw this up, it can hurt like a motherfucker. And I'm not even lying. That's what I'm picking up here. You're on shaky ground right now. And it's not that he's a bad guy. No, he's a good guy. He's well-intended. And to be honest with you, Vanessa, the energy that I feel from him is I think that he would listen. I think he's not a bonehead. I don't think he's a hard-headed bonehead. I think he would listen to you, and I think he would legit try to absorb. I think he would be open to doing some work on himself, if that makes sense. He's not a bonehead. Me and my words. He's not a lost cause at all. But he's got to do it. You can't do it for him. He's got to do the work. Get him a Patreon membership, Vanessa. make him watch my videos. He's not dumb, but he can be stubborn. But I had to point out something. Well, see, right now is a great time to take advantage of the situation because, if you go back with him right now, then, you don't have any leverage. Right now, you've got leverage. So take advantage of the leverage that you have. Hey, look, you can get 50% off until the 15th. 50% off the first month, or either 25% off an annual membership if you do that, whichever. Anyway, I just put the codes up there a minute ago. I can put them up there again if you want them, the promo codes. You want to do Phoenix Rising, 25% off first year promo code F7E09, or 50% off first month if you pay monthly using promo code 6F2A2. That's through the 15th, and it's the 12th, so you got 3 more days that's good. But I got 59 videos about shadow work over there. You think I'm a little obsessed or what? Anyway, but that Phoenix Rising, Vanessa, also gives you access to all the astrology videos and the tarot as well. It gives you everything. You'll have access to everything over there. Except the tarot course. That's separate. But, It also, Vanessa, I think that's the only thing you can't access on Phoenix Rising is the tarot course. I think everything else you can access on there. And there's just a shit ton of videos. I'll tell you how many. Hold on, I'm going to tell you. All right. Deep Soul Bonds, there's 5 videos there. General Spirituality, 64. Shadow Work, 59. Astrology, 22 videos, plus all of the tarot stuff. Oh, wow. Really? I gotcha. Well, I love that. So you're already laying the groundwork then. That's good. That's good. I feel good about it. Just don't get complacent. Who is Graham Hancock? I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. He writes about pseudoscience and psychedelics. Okay. Well, he probably has his place. He probably has his place for sure. And I appreciate you, Vanessa. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Green-eyed devil, thank you too. I appreciate you. I don't know if I think she's probably still here. And JC, it was good to see you. I appreciate everybody that vibed with me tonight and everybody that booked readings. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Truly appreciate you guys. Now I'm yawning. Y'all are. Oh, much love to you, Green Eyed Devil. Thank you so much, babes. Thank you, Vanessa. I love you guys. I'm fixing to go. I got to feed Baxter. He's going to start whining in a minute, and I got to get timestamps up for you guys too. So I love y'all to the moon and back. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Bye, everybody. Peace. Y'all hear Baxter whining?